Alright, welcome to this video. Here's what I got for you today. It is a Medeco Duracam, which is basically a cam lock style lock. I've heard that the key hangs a bit, but there we go, it works well. So you can see the angle cuts on the key. So it is a dimple type keyway, but it is just a regular angled Medeco key pins in there. So I've actually put that lock aside for a while because it kind of got me really frustrated. I opened it a few times off video and really tried to put it on video for way too long and decided to put it aside for a while, and now I just picked it back up. Try to see if it's going to cooperate this time. So this lock does not have any driver. It is basically a pin that needs to be rotated, and on the side of the pin there is just a single hole where the sidebar engages in. So therefore you need to lift it to the right height and rotate it to the right position in order for the sidebar to fall in. Therefore, if you lift it too high, you're done. You need to release tension for the pin to come back down and try it again. In order to know if a pin is really set, you can always apply the jiggle test. And usually applies to most of the sidebar pins. Basically, if the pin, I got a little false set there. On a regular lock, it would kind of mean that you're in the right track, but on this lock, it doesn't mean anything. Actually, usually it means that the sidebar kind of went in sideways, and this is not helping, I think. And this is my impression of what's going on in there. So as the bar comes in sideways, it is actually harder to get the other pins in. So every once in a while I'll just release tension to make sure that I don't have a pin that's actually overset. Oh, wow, there you go. Oh my god. If you guys knew how many hours I've put into that guy. Oh, that feels good. Alright, so I will... Man, I did not expect that. I have to admit it. So, usually it's not a lock that you can gut really well, but you know what? I'll gut this guy just because I want to see what's in there. Oh my god. So there we go. You can see that it is picked. So to gut it is actually quite simple. You just push it out. Nothing will pop out. Will pop up in your face because everything is contained. So so this is the sidebar, and the pins are right under here. So let me try to get that, slide that top plate off. There we go. Oh man, this is okay. Let me just remove it like that, then I'll find a way to put it back or put a new one. But I really want to gut this thing for you guys, and I also want to see what's in there, honestly. So there we go. Pin number one. Okay, let me try to... I don't even have my gutting tools close. honestly did not expect this lock to open tonight, I have to admit, but I'm glad it did because I put so many hours in there trying to open that guy. Wow, I'm actually quite happy to see what's in there because I never really saw any of these pins. So it is a 5-pinner. Okay, let me show you what's in there. So nothing special, maybe other than that little notch there. This is just to prevent over rotation, so you can only rotate it to a certain angle. So if we look on the pins themselves, you have that little notch there. That will engage. It goes the other side like that. Oops. There it is. Didn't lose it. Good. That will engage in there. If we try to look down at the sidebar, see, I don't know if you can make that out. You kind of see it there that it's pins that really get in there. I don't know. This I don't want to break or anything, but that bar, it doesn't seem to want to come out easily, so I'll just leave it be. But you can definitely see, yeah, there we go. You can see it engage right there. So it's really little pins, and these pins are set once they go into this hole right there in the pin. So you can see that these things are serrated, so it kind of acts as false gates. This I kind of knew just by picking it that it must have had false gates in there. It has this little T-pinish top, probably not doing anything other than holding the spring in place, honestly, because since there's no driver, it's not going to do anything special. So this is that little notch right there that will prevent over rotation. You got the angle, of course, that would match with the key, and on the other side you got that hole that engages with the sidebar. So all of the pins look the same real quick. I don't think there's any difference. So you got the hole. Well, they all have the same amount of serration. The height varies very slightly, and that also I kind of expected that just by looking at the key. Some of the cuts were really shallow and some of the cuts were deeper. Oh, okay, so the basically the pins are all the same length, but the hole is set at different heights. There you go. I don't know if I could actually show this, but if I take pin number 5 and I compare it with number 3, and this is not going to go too well, but let's try. Come on. Okay, this is not easy to manipulate. If you can make that out. But on the 5th pin, the hole is higher, and on that third, on that 3rd pin, the hole was actually closer to the bottom of the pin. So there we go. I don't think there's anything special in the casing, just the sidebar grooves, and like I showed you earlier, honestly, that Don't know how that sidebar actually comes out. Maybe it's crimped in there. Oh, let me see real quick here. No, that thing does not want to come out. So I don't want to break it because I want to reassemble, but you can see the little fingers there engaging in the pin right there. So there you have it, guys. Wow, I'm really stoked that I finally picked this lock. So there we go, 5 pins, Medeco Duracam, picked and gutted. Thank you very much, guys.